We would like to present about rice mechanization in Asia. Before that, let me introduce about me and my team. My name is Caroline Akroy.
My name is Mizana Tupang. My name is Nurfahana Bintan Rahman.
My name is Nico Martin.
Okay, for the introduction, as we know that mechanization is a crucial input for agriculture crop protection. So according to statistics, agriculture development in Asia for several decades has focused on increasing the supply of staple food, particularly rice. And then the technology based on chemical fertilizer and high yielding variety has generally been successful. In order to eliminate food shortage, agriculture development in Asia for several decades has focused on increasing the supply of staple food. And then according to the figure where the labor energy was used, like in figure 1, paddling work with an ox on a rice field before arising of mechanization. And then based on figure 2, which is the mechanization that introduced by the Kubota, which is rice transplanter become the model of rice planter. And then based on figure 3, the rice field rider driving tractor employed in a rice paddy. This will lower the labor cost. Meanwhile, in figure 3, which is the Kubota has introduced the rice field rider driving tractor employed in a rice paddy. And now I will explain about the potential impact of mechanization in agriculture sector, where the first impact is increased yield, and then second, higher labor productivity, and then the reduction of post-harvest loser, and then it increase the value added of farm output, and then it will generate the income, and also for import substitutions. And now I will pass to the next presenter, which is Nurfahana.
Okay, here I will explain about the machinery and equipment across the value chains, rice value chains. Okay, first is planting. For the machinery, for the equipment, when doing the planting is first is planting machines, transplanter or seeder. Second is land preparations. Land preparation is while doing land preparation, we use a tractor, leveler, plough, tillage equipment, and harrower. Next is when processing, we use a milling separator, whitener, separator, polisher, and parboiler. Next is for post harvesting, we use a dryer, thresher. And last is harvesting. For harvesting, we use combine harvester, reaper, tripper, and stripper header. On figure 5, the agricultural mechanization can be broadly defined, where is to include the application of tools, implement and powered machinery and equipment to achieve agricultural production comprising crop and livestock production as well as aquaculture and apiculture. The next is I will explain about the background of the Kubota corporations. Kubota begins its business by manufacturing and selling cosmetic products, where they have offered various products that contributing to improving human life and society. In 1960, Kubota started by develop and commercialize first Japanese farm tractor with full-scale entry into the environmental improvement business. In 1962, they start the production of paddy field tractors. The Kubota mechanization saved on time and labor for paddy field processing. Rice mechanization in Japan has achieved significant development in terms of acquisition and utilization. Most machinery are utilized in operation like tillage, sowing, transplanting, and harvesting. Also, the country has developed and improved axial flows, thresher, rice combine, and dryer. Research and development activities on rice mechanization have gained continuous progress through the endless effort of administrators, researchers, and machines. Okay, this is the figure show that the adopted of sustainable development goals by Kubota Corporation. Okay, I'm done. I will pass to next presenter, which is Luciana Tupang.
Okay, hello sir. Next I will present about the one of the journal that we have been studying, which is about rice mechanization in Asia. Here is the problem statement for based on this journal, which is how the mechanization of Kubota Corporation can leading the agriculture mechanization in paddy production in field. And the second one is the severe shortage of agriculture labor power in rural area resulting from draining labor to critics where it's become important issue to solve the problem that related to the labor use in the agriculture sector and the increasing of population growth in ASEAN countries, which cause the demands in farming sector have to increase agricultural production at low cost. Farming sector in Asia have to increase crop yield, especially in the rice farming, the main food of ASEAN people in order to sustain the continuous of food supply. Okay, for the next slide is about Kubota Corporation, which is the Kubota Corporation is proposing the use of tractor with rotary tiller for rice paddy in Southeast Asia. And the Kubota Corporation also introduced the combine harvester in the Asia market, which is produced two types of combine. It is a head feeder types and the other type is a conventional type. And the rapidly growing population of the developing country is threatened by an increasing deficiency in food supply within the next 2 decades. That's why Kubota Corporation is proposed for this solution. Basically, we know rice transplanter have helped the mechanization of rice transplanting and harvesting, where the most labor-intensive process in rice farming. Thereby, by reducing can help to reduce labor and increasing efficiency. With the rice farming in Asia rapidly mechanizing, Kubota is applying its refined rice farming machinery technology to develop solution for customers outside the Japan. And the next one is as a result, seedlings are uniformly planted and the rice transplanter keeping a stable posture on so hard pan can be operated with higher efficiency. And this rice transplanter keeping a stable position on hard pan can work more efficiency and can uniformly transplant the rice seedlings. This is the example of Kubota tractor, which is the 4WD system. This 4WD system has making uniform and deep tillage easy and a decreased slippage of the lightweight tractor. The next one is waterproof structure including front axles is designed to prevent the breakdown. Alright, next I will pass to the next presenter, Nico Martin. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, and I will continue on presenting about the sites that we have on Kubota transplanter. So this is the type of Kubota transplanters. They have the small ones, the walk behind type 2, and the large ride on type rice planters. Because of the shortage of labor, especially during the transplanting season, in India the shortage of labor is also becoming very severe. That's why they require the transplanter into their farm according to the state government mission on mechanized farming. Continue on emission of Kubota Corporation. First mission is that Kubota demonstrate how to transplant rice with machinery transplanters in front of the farmers. Next is to foster the mechanical transplanting farms. Third one is to introduce its mechanical transplanting system of rice in cooperation with governmental institutes. Last but not least is to introduce the rotary cultivating system for paddy soil preparations. Okay. Continue on to the next slide, which is the stages in the process of agricultural mechanization. From here on the figure above, we start from stage 1, where people start from the drought animal power substituting human power, or mechanical power substituting human power, and to the stage 2, the mechanization of the human control function, by hand weeding replaced by mechanized weeding without using machinery. Going to stage 3, the adaptation of the cropping system to the machine, where we can use a new way of broadcasting seeds to row planting because of difficulty of weeding with machine. Continue on to stage 4, the adaptation in of the farming system and production environment to facilitate mechanization in intense poultry and livestock production. Stage 5, the adaptation of crops and livestock to the mechanization system, by using plant or animal breeding to facilitate mechanization of production activities, as in the activities of harvesting, lodging, and threshability. Last but not least is the 6th stage, the automation of agricultural production, which means the higher levels of mechanization, where many production operations are automated. Feeding system in the livestock production, precision application of fertilizers, which is all are automated by mechanizing. Mechanization. For the conclusion, mechanization increases the rapidity and speed of work with which farming operations can be performed. It raises the efficiency of labor and enhances the farm production per worker. Mechanization is a crucial input for agricultural crop production, and one of that historically has been neglected in the context of developing countries. Factors that reduce the availability of farm power compromise the ability to cultivate sufficient land and have long been recognized as a source of poverty. Increasing the power supply to agriculture means that more tasks can be completed at the right time and greater areas can be farmed to produce greater quantities of crops, while conserving natural resources. Applying new technologies that are environmental friendly enables farmers to produce crops more efficiently by using less power. Sustainable agricultural mechanization can also contribute significantly to the development of value chains and system, as it has potential to render post-harvest processing and marketing activities and functions more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly. The benefits of mechanization in So, thank you for listening to us, and that's for all from our group. Bye, sir.